Hello, thank you very much for tuning into this week's segment of readings. Excuse me. For the main part of the reads, the tarot I'm going to use are Tarot of the Cloisters, created by and illustrated by Michelle Levitt. It's an older deck that I have. I think it was from the mid-90s, but it's by. There's also a connection to U.S. Games. I think there's a U.S. Games website if you look it up on the internet. I'm assuming it's the same U.S. Games, but this is a deck from the mid-90s. I think it's the mid-90s. Support of Oracle cards. Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish, and I believe it's a Hay House website at the bottom there. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. I also use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. Those are from mathartfun.com. The dice shop, the website is mathartfun.com, which I think you can see on there. All right. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. All right, now let's go on to your reading. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? Slap. Slapping the cards right down already. I hate when I do that. Okay. You know what? Let's get them all out before we get too excited, right? Let's get them all out, because I am getting excited. I'm like, where are we going with this? I can flip them over. Okay. Okay. So, let's put out these oracle cards too. Can I trust what I'm hearing? Can I trust what people are telling me? Is this really going to go where I want it to go? For the people this is going to hit with, I feel like whatever the subject we're dealing with, I feel like I'm kind of like, I've heard good news before. I've heard possibilities before. I've heard this, I've heard that. But if I can't make it happen, if it doesn't actually happen for me, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. So, is something coming forward for me? Are people just telling me what I want to hear? Or is it kind of like, oh, that's cool, and here it comes, and there it goes? Because I have no need for that. If there's something good coming, I want it. I want it. And I feel like you have learned a lot. In the sense of, like, in the past, you've had some very compatible people to you. And, okay. I feel like you've been used in the past. I feel like this happens to Gemini. Somebody very nice to you, somebody believes in you, somebody can see the value of, like, you can see things that they don't always see. I hope this didn't turn out exactly this way, but I'm getting like you kind of were set up. They used you for information, they used you to get what they wanted. Once they got what they wanted, they moved on and left you in the dust. It's a very easy way to look at it, but I feel like this has happened before, where you've kind of helped them find ways to do things better, helped them find opportunities, helped them move forward, and then when they got what they wanted, they're just like, oh, well, it was nice, Gemini, have a good life. And I'm also getting, with that psychic protection, ironically, that might have gone more to your benefit than you realized. Because people like that, they attract a lot of problems. So, I'm not saying that was fair. I'm not saying you deserved that to happen to you. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm like, if somebody moving, because I get like somebody got what they wanted. Yep, the 8 of Cups. Somebody got what they wanted and said, it was good, but I got what I want. I hope you find what you want. Gotta go. But it's kind of like, yeah, but I helped you get what you wanted. Aren't you going to help me get what I want? And they're like, no. And they just left. And completely didn't feel bad about it. Is there anything else I have to say about that? I feel like if that's hitting, you know what I'm talking about. I just feel like sometimes Gemini gets the short end of the stick. People underestimate Gemini. I feel like that happens constantly. I feel like Gemini is constantly underestimated. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I mean, it won't be every Gemini, obviously, but I feel like that happens more than not. So something's coming forward. Somebody's coming. It's a different energy. A very active energy. Strength and the fertility card, if I can pick it up. Should I not pick it up yet? We also got the Page of Swords, and what's that? The Ace of Swords with the knowledge. This very active energy, and it's coming in a very positive way. Things coming forward. Somebody very active. Somebody that, like, I feel like they appreciate the way you look at things. They appreciate it, right? But they move forward quickly. This is somebody, like, if you're going to make, like, a buffet, if you're going to kind of do the buffet thing, they're like, come on, Gemini, let's go to this buffet, let's do it. And they're grabbing what they want. They're like, hey, Gemini, don't you like those? Don't you like this? It's over there. Hey, if you go around the corner, there's, like, say there was 3 or 4, you know, things. It's not easy to see it, but if you look behind that first dish on that last thing over there, I think you like those. I would go over there and check it out. Like, this is somebody who, like, they don't think about it. They just help you. Or this might also be that person kind of like, oh, hey, Gemini, come sit next to me. Here, I got you these. I know you like those. And just kind of puts them on your plate. I'm not saying you like that, but this is, like, one of those energies. Like, before you can ask for help, they've already decided they helped you. And they get you that. I'm not saying it's going ideally the way you want it to, but, like, this is definitely somebody who actually cares and looks out for you. It's better than that other energy. It's a little bit hectic. Like, seriously, this is that person that's kind of like, I know you like, for example, pansy flowers. I know you like those, so I was at the shop and I saw these, so I got these. I got this little bucket of them for you. Here you go. And they just kind of leave you with it and walk away, and you're like, I do like them. I don't know that I wanted a bucket of them right now, but okay, thank you. It's kind of like, all right. They look out for you. They do things for you, and they like the way you think. Do they understand you? I don't know if they understand you, but they appreciate you, and that's worth something, you know. It's kind of funny, I think. I feel like when you're dealing with this, you're like, I kind of like it. I don't know what to do with it half the time, but I like it. I think you do feel appreciated, too. You don't have a lot of time to think about what's going on here, either. Because this person moves quickly. They just do. They just do. They just do. I feel like this is a good energy for you. You don't get... There's no analysis by... There's no paralysis by analysis. I always say that backwards. There's no paralysis by analysis here. You don't have time for it. You don't get a lot of time to think with this one. That's the Hermit reversed. You don't get a lot of time to think. You just got to kind of like, all right, that sounds good. Let's go this way. And you are really good at making choices. So I feel like, I don't think it's super stressful. I feel like it's kind of like, I'd like some more time to think about things, and you're just not getting it. It's just not happening. But I also feel appreciated. That means a lot. That means a lot. I feel like it does mean a lot. Especially because you have, if this reading is hitting, you have a history of people just, like, taking what they want and just leaving you in the dust. And that's not okay. This person, they look out for you. They don't give you enough time to really think about what you want to think about. But, like, I feel like as I go forward, I'm just like, you know what? Of all the scenarios I've had before, I don't feel like it's very rare for things to work out ideally. I'm going to say ideally. If you say perfect, people are like, well, nothing's perfect. Well, correct. But, like, ideally is, like, a realistic view of the situation. Like, I wasn't expecting perfection, but there was a better way I thought this could work out. So, you know, does this work out ideally? No. But it's kind of, like, better than what I have had. It's kind of like, you know what? I think I like this. Am I going to go with this? I'm getting this is going to be a great trip for you. This is going to be a great thing. I feel like the fast-paced energy will actually work very well for you. The longer you're with it, the easier it's going to be with you. A lot of good times here. A lot of good energy here. I feel like this is definitely worth it. It also, like, I like the World card. It's a very pretty version of it. This is going to be, like, a whole... This is going to be for a while. This person, like, the more they get into your life, the more they plan to stick in your life. They don't plan on going anywhere. They really do care about you, whoever this is. They definitely do. They don't overthink things, but, like, I think you can tell from their actions how they feel about you. I feel like if you, like, were hard-pressed and, like, you know, tied them to a chair and made them tell you how they feel about you, I think that would be hard for them. they more like just feel it through, and they show through action. I don't see them really like thinking it out. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. They show through action. You can tell how they feel through what they do. But if you like really tied them to a chair and tried to make them tell you how they feel about you, I feel like they would stammer and they'd have a hard time because they're more of a doer than a talker, than a thinker, It doesn't mean they're not intelligent. I think they're intelligent, but they don't overthink situations like that. So, going forward to the next situation, if you keep going with this situation, it will make you nervous for good reason. The history of how you've been treated before. This is totally different, but I feel like I'm still nervous. Even though this connection is totally different, still makes you nervous, is what I'm getting. You're having I feel like you're understanding this is different, but you're still feeling like it makes you uncomfortable. I feel like this is going to be one of those times where your emotions and your intellect are not agreeing. Intellectually, you're like, no, this is okay. Emotionally, you're like, it's not. Emotionally, you're like, I've been burned. What is it saying? Don't do. Don't block yourself from a good opportunity. Knee-jerk reaction, you might just like tap out. I feel if this reading is hitting, they're saying don't do that to yourself. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. The advice here, I mean, that was simple, I know. But the advice to go forward, follow your passion, communicate, go for it. You can see this person's different. Try to work through those emotions. Try to push yourself forward. You know this person is different. You deserve to be happy, and this is another shot at it. This person's totally different. If you do that, what do we see the outcome being for Gemini? So we got like a few things here. The longer you're with this person, the more connected. I feel like there's a codependency going on here. You help them make better decisions. They help you get more out of life. The codependency energy is what I'm getting from the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Because the Nine of Pentacles right side up is being very self-sufficient. Reversed, I'm getting for this reading very codependent. But I get like you and whoever this other person is seem to thrive with it. I'm not saying codependency is a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how this seems to work. And it just keeps going. What is that? Is it the Six of Swords? This person also helps you get out of hot water. Whether you should or not. This person helps you get out of hot water. Whether you deserve to be in that hot water or not, they help you get out of it. A lot keeps going. This will be a fast-paced connection. It will keep going very quick. I don't think that's going to cause you issue. I think once you get used to it, I think you're going to be okay. I think this is like... I think it's like one of those things like it's time for Gemini to have something really good. And here you go. Because I feel like what this is connecting to is you've been screwed over in the past. And it's kind of like, all right, let's let this go the right way and see how this goes. This is something where you get your fair share. It's very fast-paced, but like you'll get used to it and it'll just go better for you. The longer you're in it, the more comfortable you will be. I do get a codependency energy with it. And I don't know if that's okay for you or not. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just getting that will happen. I get a lot out of it, though. I feel like this could be a very good thing for Gemini. I really, really do. All right, I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.